Welcome everybody, and I'm going to be showing you how to do this Arduino to make it control your LEDs. So first of all, this is my Arduino. I have an Arduino Uno, so I plugged my power pin in the power pin 3 and my ground on just a regular ground. And you need to know how a breadboard works. So basically a breadboard, you plug a pin in this pin here at the end basically, and all the pins on top here will have exactly the same pin. So basically a piece of metal that goes underneath all of these. So when you plug it here, it's going to have the same effect on top here. So I plugged my pin 3 here, which is the power that I control from the Arduino. Plugged it here, and then a little bit further up I plugged my resistor so I don't burn my LED. And then this here plugs into the power side of the IR LED and goes out into the ground of my Arduino IDE. Now we're going to go into the actual Arduino. So first of all, I'm going to turn this off, and here's the Arduino code. I will post all the code in the description. Alright, so I won't really explain much of this, but what you need to do first is go to Sketch, Include Library, Manage Libraries, because you're going to need 2 libraries in order for this to function properly. So just wait for this to finish, this part to go away. Alright, so once you have that gone, you can go ahead here and type IRremote. Alright, press enter. And then once you have this here, click IRremote, you're going to click it. Then it's going to give you a prompt to install right here. So install that. Once you have that installed, you can go to GetInTouch. I misspelled that. InTouch. So you spell that in there, click it, click install. And then once you have those installed, you paste this code that I will paste in the description. And then once you have this pasted, you can go ahead and plug the Arduino in. Once you have that Arduino in, you can then start using it. Alright, so once you have all of that done, you can go ahead and click upload, and it's going to say done uploading after it's finished. And if it says something in red here that says failed to sketch or something like that, just go ahead and feel free to ask me. And then once you're done with that, you can go ahead and go to this here, which is the extension for Twitch. I will go ahead and also post that in a link. So you just go here, you go in install. Right now it says uninstall because I already have it installed. You go and install. Then once you have that done, you're gonna have to go ahead and install this app here for your actual desktop. I believe that once you click install, it will go ahead and automatically prompt you with please install the required things for installing the application on your desktop. So once you have that done, go ahead and click that and install it. So once you have this installed, you can go ahead and open it. Make sure that your Arduino is plugged in. Go ahead and open GetInTouch. And now that it's finished doing it, we can go ahead and place this little arrow here, right click it, and go in Arduino monitor. Alright, so my Arduino is plugged in right now. So this is what you're going to see here. Just leave this here. And so I have some defaults set up for a couple of colors. So my first one, let's do red. Alright. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that you have to make sure that you're on Arduino Uno over here in your comms. So first of all, to make it trigger, you're going to have to press trigger. Then this here you can reset it to whatever you want. Turn this on. So this is what I have right now. This is my Arduino, and this is the IR LED. So there's my receiver here, that black thing that's going sticking out. That will receive my IR LED. So I have to make sure that this is pointing and that this is close enough, because these IR LEDs are not very strong. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and click trigger, and it should turn to red. So now it turned to red. But here's the thing. I have my real remote here. So I'm going to say change it to white. Then I'm going to take my Arduino, make it sync, and it turns right back to red. The reason for this is IR LED never stops flashing in that color code. So whenever I will change it back and it comes into contact with it, it will always change back to what the Arduino is putting out. Now one more thing I wanted to point out before I finished. If ever your Arduino here changes the color and you put it to red and changes it to green, it's not actually a code or how you set up your pins over here on the actual LEDs. It's actually because you need to program it right. So it actually happened to me very recently that I was pressing green and would go all the way to red instead. So what you have to do is you have to go to power off, and then you can press fade 7. Press fade 7, click it, it's gonna be a little bit of a flash, and then you press power on again, and then say click green, turn it off, click fade again until you get it right, and that when you press blue, it'll be blue, etc. Alright, so that was it. Thank you for watching, and if this helped, please feel free to let me know, and if you have any problems, also feel free to let me know, and I hope this worked out very well for you. Thank you for watching.